And welcome back to the PEO Speedwagon podcast. I am your host, Heather Applegate, joined by my good buddy here, Ryan Shapiro. And today we are in Duluth, Georgia, celebrating the conclusion of the CONVERGENCE event, which is a gathering of PEO brokers from all over the place, all over the nation, with the PE or through the PEO Brokers Collective. So now we're digesting. We finished the event. It was a big day yesterday and a great day before that. And today we're just fully taking it in.
We're fully taking it in. A little tired, but it was an unbelievable event. And what I would probably organize is a landmark event in this PEO industry, given it's the first time that PEO brokers got together as competitors in an effort to collaborate and grow and support one another and build this really powerful community. So it was, I think that's part of where the exhaustion is. It's like so much conversation, so much fun. So just what a wonderful opportunity to see that all come to fruition. But it was an undertaking to get it done.
Yeah. I mean, the really cool thing about the PEO Brokers Collective in this event in particular is that this industry and PEO brokers, the PEO brokerage industry has been fairly disparate and siloed over its whole life. Yeah. And so, as you say, competitors and collaborators, I mean, the essence is getting people who are in the same industry competing for business, but sharing that experience. We can't live on islands and, be like, gridlock all the time, competing with each other. It really takes all of us working together, sharing knowledge in healthy competition in order to elevate the industry and make it better. So that's what this event was all about.
Yeah, it was. And it's, not only was it just PEO brokers who could be organized as competitors, and they are. I think maybe in some ways there's a deeper affection for one another now. But there was also PEOs here together for the first time. That was not NAPEO. And so this was them and their sales and program leaders together. And I think it's a fair thing to say there was some uncomfort or discomfort about what that would feel like. But it was also
level of skepticism.
Yeah, for sure. But to see Paychex people talking to venture people, then talking to Just Works people, and actually really kind of liking each other, and enjoying the conversations. And I think that was just as cool to see in a lot of ways, because the entire industry of PEO, not just PEO brokers, benefits from these types of interactions.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of, maybe I'm taking this too broad, but I think about,
Hey, look at this. We've never done this in person. All right. That's the big, yes, that was the,
that's so great. But I'm thinking about like the nation as a whole and, how we this is an opportunity to really come together in this small way, but it helps for everyone to come together and find our commonalities and see each other as people rather than competitors. And so anyway.
Well, that's why it was called Convergence.
Yeah.
Right. So the convergence are forces coming together. Yeah. And what, power and energy that is created from it is really something special. And, I think the gratitude for that, I had the opportunity to get a lot of, I'm sure you did too, for this coming together and putting people together and taking what has been that disparate environment, that lonely space for PEO brokers around the country, to have allies and have somewhere they can belong. And that was just a consistent theme of what Convergence really did for everybody.
Yeah, it's a lonely place as an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, or an executive.
Sad.
Yeah. So this is really cool. So talk about the energy in the room. Like, talk about what that was like as we got together that first night and then yesterday, and just the energy between people. What were people getting out of that?
It was out of 10, like out of the gate. I think that's what happens. Like, I think, emotions can slingshot sometime. Like you have trepidation, or you wondering what it's going to be like, or if you're a PEO broker, like venturing down here on your own dime, like, am I going to get value from that? And then to walk into a room where then you see 30, 40 of your counterparts from around the country. Yeah. Like, you can just kind of instantly jump in on that energy. So it shot up right away. So, and it stayed up all the time,
did.
and people stayed up late as a result of it, but that's a different show. And, no, but that is what this type of event is also intended to do. I think when, PEO sales reps and the way PEOs are organized, particularly at this time of the year to have this like fall selling season kickoff, they have VSKOs or champ sessions or what, fall campaigns. They all have different names. When you're a PEO broker and you leave the PEO space to create something of your own, you lose that galvanizing event that a PEO sales organization puts on. And so in a lot of ways, this is it as well. So people were also feeling, I think, some the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I get to have started a business. I get to impact small businesses in a way that feels authentic to me through my particular approach. But that now I also get this thing that I really enjoyed when I worked at Insperity, Venture, ADP, JustWorks, G&A, what have you, like that I lost, and now it's back.
It's back. It's back. That support, that backing, that guidance. And I think another really cool thing was the push toward how do we do the best for our clients, for the industry? How do we care for, the people that we're working for, these small, medium-sized businesses, to make sure that they're getting the best service and that they're getting the best experience that they can from PEO as a whole?
Yeah.
How do we make sure that they get the right solution and the right fit as they're looking?
That was talked about constantly. I mean, how do we better help serve small businesses? And the idea of PEO brokerage as a concept addresses kind of the flaw in the PEO sales model, which is that you have only one solution to present, and you have to make that work, where a PEO broker can sit back and look at the priorities and needs and culture of the organization and make sound recommendations. And so they're already operating in this model that is designed to serve the customer better. But then now it's also the effective friction that comes back of, okay, how do we keep doing that? And that's collaborating with PEOs to have better outcomes. That's working with underwriting departments to manage costs more effectively on a year-over-year basis and kind of find a way to balance out what we've seen in healthcare cost trends over the last 24 months now. And just like, how do we keep leveling up? Because the expectations of an employer with their employees are being raised every single year by the employment markets. And so how does the PEO continue to level up to support those growing needs?
And how do we deliver that well? How do we give the right options in the right method that's clear and concise and helps that small business to really make a well-informed decision?
Yeah. That's insights. That's what was talked about a lot, is like the insights I refer to as like inside baseball, that insider knowledge that not there is no playbook for, there are for these PEO brokers. We're like, here's the knowledge base, go learn it, now go make good decisions. Like, they're learning just as rapidly as they are delivering the knowledge to these small and medium-sized business owners to make these decisions. So they're hungry for insights that are going to give them better outcomes.
Yeah. And okay, one of my favorite moments was the panel that we had. And that was really fun. We had a couple of PEOs, a couple of GAs on a panel together, again, competitors in space. And we just got a really honest look at what was kind of going on through their lens. How would you describe that conversation?
It was super insightful, and it felt very aligned. The questions that were being posed to these, general agents and PEOs were certainly coming from a bend of how they could, one, better support small and medium-sized business, and what are the actions that they're taking to do that, and two, how do they effectively align with the PEO broker sales concept so that we can also have better outcomes for small and medium-sized businesses. And so we had really wonderful leaders like John Dabrowski and Casey Devine, who's been on the podcast, and Nate Olson and Sarah Green, talking about how this gets solved, and how do we fix the things that they were readily aware of.
How do we work together?
Yeah, and how do we work together? So, hearing all that is just, it's exciting, because it's those conversations now out in the public and not behind, boardroom walls or whatever, I think helps people kind of prepare for their businesses and how to help. So, that was super exciting, and it's fun. I mean, it's fun. That format is a great way to get the real insights out in the open.
Yeah, absolutely. Something that I kept hearing over and over and over at the end of the day was the value that people got out of the breakouts. We were able to break people into pretty small groups to have deep conversations around 4 topics. And so 4 different topics. So, they got to go, they were quick sessions, kind of bite-sized, but we went deep fast in each one. And there was really healthy conversation. I was bouncing around to each group over and over and over and over. And just observing, everyone in the room was engaged. Everyone in the room was learning a lot, taking pictures, asking for slides. Yep. The presenters in each of these 4 groups, they were giving their own business insight. It was a really generous display of, this is what's making my business work. Why don't you try this? Because we're all in different markets. A lot of us are in different markets. And so we can try these strategies in different places, and there's no fear of losing opportunity. Something that you said in your opening keynote yesterday was, collaborating with the person next to you doesn't make the opportunity smaller. It makes the industry bigger. And that's really so true, because we're elevating the industry. We'll get more opportunity for PEO in general because PEO gets a better name. And so I just saw that come out through the presenters in those breakouts, offering so much really good, deep tactical knowledge that people can take away and implement when they go back tomorrow.
Yep, absolutely. It's, that is elevating the industry. And the first step is being willing to help that person on your left or your right, even if they are a competitor. And there's a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote that I've always thought a lot about, which is, each person is in some way my superior, and in that I can learn from them.
Yeah.
And when you open yourself up to be taught by people, that's, people wanted these insights and strategies to inject into their own business to have, again, better outcomes for small to medium-sized businesses and their employees. But there was just a curiosity amongst everybody about how everybody is doing this. And yes, it was great. The breakout leaders were willing to share their knowledge, their insights, some of their trade secrets. And the recipients of that gave that back with really great attention and their own insights and questions, and again, gratitude for everyone trying to help one another.
Yeah. And the 3 pillars of the PEO Brokers Collective are collaboration, community, and education. And I think we hit all 3 marks at this event. So it just, I'm feeling good. Yeah. I'm feeling good and relaxed and a little tired, but good tired.
Good tired. Yeah. It's that tired that after you've done something well, you put a lot of effort into something, and that was not just the people at the PEO Brokers Collective that put it on. It was everybody, because everybody got in their car, went to an airport, drove down here, took time away from their businesses and their families to invest in themselves and to invest in the industry.
Yeah, they gave up themselves.
Yeah, and they gave a big part of themselves to make this happen. And so they should be tired.
Yeah.
And feel that good tired as well. Yes. So it's, that's cool. Again, we're shifting and helping build an industry together.
Yeah.
And that purpose with it comes a little bit of exhaustion.
Yeah. So, okay. So we're all going home. We're going to
Speaking of that, why don't I have a coffee? I can solve that with caffeine being tired. So,
I think yeah. So, okay, what's next then? We're all going home. So what comes next?
Home. I think what comes next is, this is a launching pad for a lot of relationships in this community. When I was at Insperity, and I was at, our fall campaign kickoffs or our sales convention, you saw people who maybe knew of each other, just like all these brokers did.
Yeah.
Got together, and then all of a sudden they not only got to know each other, but they became friends and they became allies, and they started to talk away from these 2 events. So now, so one is, I think we're going to see a lot of relationships in this community blossom. 2, it's validation. When we started the PEO Brokers Collective, we had a mission that you just outlined, values, but we also had a vision for what it could be.
Yeah.
And with how everybody operates, say, virtually and fast, we lived in a virtual environment. We were having monthly education sessions put on by our wonderful sponsors and them giving insights to our brokers. We were having our own roundtable discussions. We had a lot of Slack interactions, but technically speaking, it was all virtual. It wasn't tangible.
Yeah.
And so what Convergence became is a tangible event, like real people coming together, again, sitting side by side, having conversations, and it's no longer vapor.
Yeah.
It's no longer social.
Yeah.
It's an entity, and it's making an impact in people's lives
and businesses
as a result of it. And now, now it's going to launch forward in a much more intentional way.
Also, how much more fun are those Slack channels going to be now that everyone knows each other?
Yeah, the Slacks and the
so
sides,
much more engaging.
The side slacking,
Yeah.
Texting. I mean, yes, it's I mean, be on the lookout for everybody's LinkedIn's. I'm starting to see them this morning as people are getting in their Ubers and going to the airport, like they're posting their pictures and their feelings about the event, and that had not. We had a lot of really great things happen to this point, but nothing like this. Now it's going to be a force multiplier event for everybody.
So are we doing it again?
We're doing it again. Well, of course, it was so great. Why wouldn't we do it again?
Why wouldn't we do it again?
Yeah. We're going to do it again. The details of the work, it's cool. We've now, kind of coming out of this, we've got a bunch of people in the community who are taking positions in the organization, committee chairs, and we're going to start collaborating together to plan the next one. The goal is, without saying too much, is it's going to be in February, after the sales year, the selling season, I should say, closes for the PEO industry. Everybody will get their clients onboarded. They'll get their clients taken care of, make sure those first payrolls processed, everybody gets on board and benefits, and then there'll be time to take a breath. And then that's the perfect time to go, okay, what about 2027 for my business? Yeah. And so who better to be around than hundreds of, hopefully, people thinking the exact same way.
Keep that momentum going, bring the same educational value, different topics, but that we want everyone to walk away with the same excitement and also, education and tools in their pocket that they can take back to their business.
Yeah. So, and new relationships. I mean, we had 9 PEOs here, and PEOs and PEO support systems. It was, there were opportunities for brokers. I've never met know anybody or have any real tangible relationship with this PEO or that PEO. And they're like, can you introduce me? They're like, absolutely, you can. But we also have this expo set up in here. So it was, that experience of getting to see that broker walk in and see JustWorks table and Paychex table and G&A table and Intravia's table and BestFit's table and Arkansas table, all right there. And I'm leaving people out, but and just go walk up and start building a channel relationship. Yeah. So now they've got those relationships too. Yeah.
Pretty incredible. Well,
all in a day and a half.
And
now people are off golfing.
Yes.
And we're doing a podcast. Yes.
But we're cooler. I like this.
Right. Yeah, it looks hot out there. It's hot in Atlanta,
hot in Georgia,
in Oregon, in August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the successful event.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Congratulations to you as well. I mean, you did a phenomenal job in helping organize the chaos that is this thing.
I love being a cat herder.
There was a lot of cats.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. But no, it is a really wonderful feeling. For me, as the president and founder, and for speaking for Rachel and for Fred as the executive directors, to see all these people come together and have something transform from virtual relationships to real ones is super rewarding, and it's exactly what we wanted. Yeah, and even more than we could have hoped for.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us, friends, and we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming very soon. So,
in a real podcast studio, not a bar.
Yeah, it's a cool bar though. All right, that does it for us. See you next time. PEO Speedwagon, over and out.